All right, Warlock armor tuning preview for Renegades. Warlocks kind of got some juice here. Remember, Warlocks just got a huge buff with Getaway Artists and Controverse Holds. Now they can try things out like Nothing Manacles. You can get Charged Grenade now creates 4 more Seekers. Increased Charged Seeker damage versus combatants is going to get a 25% buff. Improved Charged Seeker tracking versus combatants. And increased Charge Seeker lifetime. Charge Scatter Grenade ability, faster final projectile speed, and then the exotic armor. It now spawns an additional Scatter Seeker on Scatter Grenade kill. This effect can chain, so it could be interesting. Also, another pair of gauntlets, Briarbinds, now needs fewer kills to max out your Briarbind's Void Soul bonus damage, decreased to 4 from 6. Additionally, the Briarbind's Void Soul now does more damage based on the amount of time it's been deployed on the target, up to 30% more damage after 10 seconds. Storm Dancer's Brace, when Storm Trance is equipped, it now grants Bolt Charge for arc ability hits when amplified, so instead of kills now it's just hits. Storm Trance damage bonus now builds on hits instead of kills. Increased max count to compensate, which could be, good for the top end of the super to do good damage, but now needs to 30 hits to cap it out, and top end damage bonus is unchanged. And now we get to the winner, Winter's Guile. So they didn't want to give a Warlock a version of the Worm God Caress, so they wanted to give it something cooler. Melee and finisher final blows now grant bonus melee damage. Melee final blows grant 1 stack, finishers will grant 3. Max is 10, and you get the 4x melee damage. Good so far, right? Stacks are lost 1 at a time, and it lasts 4.5 seconds. We're cooking. Once you reach 10 stacks, immediately gain 1 melee charge and enter Warlord's Rage when you activate your melee ability. You have 10 seconds to activate this rage. When you do activate it, this is where it gets crazy. You gain dramatically increased melee regen speed, gain faster melee speed overall, melee damage bonus increased to 5x, and it lasts 10 seconds, and you lose all stacks once it's gone. Mediodoxia. Now, this is pretty interesting. This is giving a Warlock that uses a Nighthawk, kind of. Hitting a target with 5 Needlestorm super projectiles now will also activate the Stylock Suspending Burst. The burst caused by the super deals radically increased damage to all the targets caught in the radius. This burst should allow Needlestorm to feel like a damage contender with the likes of Curious Thunder Crash. A little sneak peek here of what's coming next week. There's going to be an abilities tuning article next week, but they wanted to let us know that they're going to buff the Warlock's Daybreak super damage by 20% and letting Daybreak scorch targets by default. Essentially, they're going to shift Dawn Chorus into the functionality of the base super, and the end result is that Dawn Chorus and Daybreak's damage is being increased by 5%, and the combo will now allow you to cause ignitions on a single projectile, which is insane. Also, what they're going to be doing to it is Daybreak and Dawn Chorus damage is increased by 5% and total scorch stacks is increased. So this could be a good contender for some of those endgame builds. GG's Warlocks.